Okay, this might get a bit emotional. It might do. Forgive the wisdom tooth out of the cheek. But this video is to the daughter who's been taught to hate me. So here's the bit no one wants to talk about. When they say, just stay calm and be the bigger person. Try being the bigger person when your own daughter, the one who used to run up to you into your arms with her Peppa Pig backpack on, now looks through you like a stranger on a bus. Try that. Try holding your tongue while your narcissistic ex, your daughter's mother, mind you, rewrites history like she's got a Netflix deal for her own delusional documentary. 6 years. That's how long she's been chipping away at the bond between me and my daughter. Well, it's been a lifetime actually, but 6 years hardcore. 6 years of alienation disguised as concern. 6 years of he never cared, whispered behind closed doors. 6 years of emotional sabotage served with a fake smile and a family court stamp. And now, my daughter is 16, old enough to drive in America, old enough to vote in some countries, old enough to roll her eyes at me like I'm the reason the climate's collapsing, and definitely old enough to ignore my text messages like I'm some clingy guy that she met on Tinder. But not old enough to know that she's been emotionally manipulated by someone who feels powerful when she's tearing people down. And let's be clear, my daughter is not the problem. She is the product of the problem. A teenage girl growing up in a house where love is transactional, loyalty is demanded, and anything I do, even breathing too loudly, is framed as an attack. I could send a simple message. Hi, sweetheart, hope your exam went well. And somehow, within 30 minutes, it's been translated into your father's trying to control you through emotional guilt. Block him and reclaim your feminine power. It's exhausting. It's soul-destroying. And yes, it's absurdly funny in the same way a man slipping on a banana peel is funny if the banana is a custody order and the pavement is made of broken dreams. But here's the kicker, and it's taken me years to understand this. Sometimes when she ignores me, it's not because she doesn't care, it's because she does. But she's terrified of what that means, because to care about me would mean questioning everything that she's been told. To love me openly would mean betraying the narrative. And in her mother's house, the narrative is sacred. Mum is the hero. Dad is the mistake. And forgiveness, that's reserved for people who know their place. And I clearly don't. I still show up. I still speak calmly. I still send messages on birthdays and Christmas, after exams, even when Chelsea win. I think that's her football team. Even though she's not replied since the Ice Age, because I know this isn't hurt. This is survival mode, wrapped in teenage angst and parental propaganda. She's been trained to test me, not in the conscious way partner might, but in a subconscious trauma way, response way. To push, to pull away, to ignore, and see if I'll disappear. And let's face it, most people would. Most dads, after years of being told they're not wanted, not needed, not loved, they'd tap out. They'd do the full Houdini, vanishing act, done. But not me. Because I remember the little girl who called me Daddy Apple, who asked me if we could go build a rocket in the garden again, build a sunflower, who clung to my leg at school drop-off like I was the centre of her universe. And even if she's been taught to forget that, I haven't. And I'll keep showing up, quietly, steadily, unshakably, not begging, not pushing, just existing in her life like a lighthouse. One she might not see now, but one she'll need when the storm hits. Because one day, maybe when she's 18, maybe 28, she'll start to ask the questions. Why did Dad stop coming to my school plays? He wasn't invited. Why didn't Dad fight harder? He did. You just weren't allowed to see it. Why did Mum cry every time I mentioned him? Ask her. I'll wait. And when that day comes, I won't need to justify myself, because the truth will already be there. In the messages I sent, in the birthday cards I posted, the voice that never raised, the heart that never shut. That's the thing narcissists could never do and never understand. You can smear someone, you can rewrite the past, but you can't erase consistency. You can't gaslight reality forever. You can't fake love that stands still, patiently, waiting for lights to come back on. So yeah, some days I'm angry. Some days I cry on the way to the shop, on the tube, listening to music that reminds me of my daughter. Some days I talk to a picture of her on my phone like a lunatic in a Netflix true crime doc. But most days I remind myself that my job isn't to win her back. It's to never leave the version of me she loved. Because one day she'll come looking for him. And when she does, I'll be here. Same number, same heart, same sarcastic sense of humour that got me kicked out of the mediation once, twice. To my daughter, if you ever hear this one day, you don't owe me anything. You don't have to explain your silence. You don't have to apologise for the distance. Just know this. I've never stopped being your dad. Not for 1 second. Not even when you stopped calling me. Not even when you stopped calling me one. That love, that quiet, steady, embarrassing dad love, it's still there. It's still here. Stronger than the lies. Stronger than the silence. Stronger than your mother's ability to weaponise a school pickup. You'll find your way back when you're ready. Until then, I'll be here with open arms and probably an awful joke about how you still owe me a Father's Day card from 2017. Because I'm your dad. I never left. I just stepped aside so you could have space to come back. I'm not going anywhere. I never will.